Hi guys, welcome back to my page. So today I'll be showing you how to ventilate your closure. I'll be using a 4x4 closure net. This is my 4x4 closure net. I have my ventilation needle. I have my T-pins that will be used for securing the lace closure on the mannequin head. Then I have my comb, my scissors, and of course the hair extension I'll be using today. So join me guys as I ventilate this closure. I'm going to place my 4x4 closure on my mannequin head. Now take a look at this closure net here. You'll notice that it has the inner part and the outer part. So I'm not going to place the inner part. I'm not going to place it at the top. I'm going to turn it over to the outer part here, and I'm going to secure it with my T-pins. You can have as many as T-pins as possible. The goal is just to secure the net well, so to avoid slipping while you are ventilating. I'm going to secure it. And please note that I will not be securing in the middle of the part where I will be working, so as to avoid the net from getting torn. I'm only going to secure outside, right, the area where I will be ventilating, or the thicker part here. This is the thicker part here, the doubled area here. So I'm going to place my T-pins. So I've secured my net on the mannequin head here, just like this, as you can see. Now if I decide to ventilate here like this, you will see that it's not pulling. So that means my lace closure is well secured on the mannequin head. So now you'll notice that I decided to pin down here. Why it's like that is because I'm not going to ventilate my closure in this area here. In my previous video, I told you that whenever you want to begin a ventilation on your closure, you will start from the notch part. Can you see this is the notch part here? So from here to the other end here, this is my notched part here. So that means this is where my ventilation is going to begin from. I'm going to work around this area to this area and not here. So that is why I can put my pin here. As long as it is not part of the work area, then it is safe to do so. This is my hair extension here. So I've just taken out a portion out of the ones I have. I already have this at home. So I'm going to divide this into 4. You can make it long or short as you want. So this is my one here. I only want this length here, so I'm going to divide this hair extension into 4 parts and cut it. So I have this already. I'm going to cut. So I have this here already. I'm not going to pick it the way we normally pick our hair for braiding, since I'm only using it for ventilation. It's going to be used for a braided way, so I'll just comb it out to avoid any tangles. I'll just comb it out to detangle and remove any excess here. Yeah, just like this. I'm going to comb it. I'm going to comb it like this, just to remove any excess here. So now we can work with this. So now, since I told you that we are going to begin from where this net is notched, I'll try as much as possible to ventilate very close to the thicker part here. So now I'm going to be making a one line, one hole method. I'll be using the one line, one hole because I want the closure to be as close as possible and a little bit fuller for my braided wig. So I'm going to be using a one line, one hole. Like I told you, I said we are going to be ventilating around here where it is notched. So I'll locate a hole that is very close to the thicker part. I'm going to make it a one line, one hole method. When I say a one line, one hole method, means I'm going to knot a hole, then skip one hole, then ventilate the other hole. I don't know if you can, I don't know if you get me right, but I'm just going to practicalize it here. So like I said we are moving the ventilation very close to the thicker area here, just to have a well arranged ventilation here. So I'm going to insert my ventilating needle just as I've done here, Then I'll pull out a strand, just few strands here. It can be 3 or 4, either way you want it. Well, if it's even, you can pick just 2 strands or just 1 strand. But since I'm using this for a braided wig, I can pull like 3 strands or 4 strands, depending. Then after inserting it like this here, there is a stopper here. Can you see the stopper here? This is the stopper on the ventilating needle. I'll just make sure that the hair strands that I've pulled is just within this stopper here. Then I'll pass it under, just like this. Bring it up, then take the remaining here and make sure I do like this. I turned it, I make sure it's facing downwards so I can pull out easily, and then form a knot. I'll make sure my knot is very tight so that it won't pull off easily when I'm braiding. So I'm using the straight line method here. So when I say one line, one hole, I've made the camera to appear larger so you can see clearly what I'm talking about. So this is a line, this is a hole here. I'll skip the next hole. This is the next hole here. I'll skip it. I'll move to the next hole here. This is just a straight line method of ventilating. Then pick my strand, make sure it's within this here. Then pull out and make sure it's tight, like just like this. I'm going to skip this hole here. This is the next hole. This is the next hole here. I'm going to skip it, move to the next hole, pull out inside, just like this. Can you see? So I'm just going to fast forward it so you can see what I'm talking about. So I've completed the first line here. I've completed it. So like I said you are going to make it a one line, one hole spacing. So now I'm going to move to the other line here. Since I said it's a one line, one hole spacing, this is a hole here. So I'm going to forfeit this line, one line here, one line here. I'm going to skip one line straight down here. I'm going to move to the next line. Can you see? So this is a line here. I'm going to move to the next one. Can you see the hole that is present here? Yes. So I'm going to just take my hair. Then, like I told you, you ensure that your ventilating pin is facing upward direction, just like this. Then insert your strand of hair, just a few pieces, and make sure it's within the stopper here. Pull out and make a knot. Can you see? So we have a hole here. And I'm going to ventilate downward. I said we are going to skip a hole. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say by skipping a hole, but you ensure that this one is round, the round circle here, which is a hole. This round circle represents a hole here. So you are just going to ensure that you are seeing this round circle. Then you insert your ventilating pin in the next hole. Take out your strands, then pull out, just like this. Okay, so this is it here. So you can see that we have a one line, one hole. That means for the breadth side and the length side, we have a hole skipped, and then a line like this skipped. So instead of ventilating here like this, I'm going to move to the next line, and instead of ventilating the next hole, I'm going to ventilate the next hole. Can you see it here? So we have one line here, then one hole, then skip a hole, move to the next hole, take your strand, pull out, and knot. Just ensure your knot is very tight so it won't pull out when you are making your braid with it. So this is it. Skip a hole. Can you see the round hole here? I'm going to skip it here, and this is the line here. I'm going to skip the line as well. Move to the next one. You ensure that you are seeing this round circle here, which is a hole here, round circle. So you move to the next one and put your hair. Okay, your hair, pull out, then knot, just like this. So this is the end result of our ventilation. So this is ready to be used for our 4x4 braided wig. If you are coming across this page for the first time, do well to follow us for more videos. Thank you. Bye.